I'm here at the Southampton Boat Show with Lucy Byrne from Rooster, and we're going to talk about some of the equipment you might need to get into sailing. So Lucy, can you tell us, if you go to a training centre or a club and they're going to provide you with a wetsuit and a buoyancy aid,
Yep.
what other essentials you might need to go sailing?
You would definitely want to think about footwear, some gloves, and depending on the season, a cap to keep the sun off, or a warm hat, probably a base layer. We do a polypro base layer which keeps the water away from your body. Or in the summer you might want to think about a rash vest with a good UV protection.
Yeah.
That's very important because it's easy to get sunburnt on the water. But those would be your basics.
Okay, thank you. Let's say that you've done your training course and you've loved it and you want to get into sailing. What things might you then need to go out and buy?
The first thing you'll be looking at is probably a wetsuit or a long john, such as this one that we have here. You would need to wear something against your skin, a rash vest polypro like this one. We would then recommend something to keep the water off you, so a spray top or a splash top. Go for one with a fleece lining. They're hydrophobic, so they hate the water, keeps the water off you, keeps you warm, and then definitely a good buoyancy aid is very important. One that fits correctly and is the right size and for your weight as well. But those would be our basics to start with, and obviously boots and gloves, but you'll already have those having done the course.
Yeah. So how much would it set you back to get a basic kit bag together to go sailing in any conditions?
If you were going to go for brand new kit, it would be probably around £200 to £250, but you can contact your local sailing clubs. There's often second-hand kit available. Particularly if you're kitting out children, it would be worth looking at hand-me-downs from other children, other club members. So it's definitely worth going down your local sailing club, joining and seeing what they have to offer as well.
So what kind of things should I look out for if I'm going to buy kit second-hand?
The most important thing, I think, when you're looking at sailing kit is you want to be comfortable. It's really important. You don't want to feel you're restricted at the neck or it's rubbing under your arms when you're moving. So trying on the kit is probably an essential thing, and perhaps contacting your local sailing kit provider like Rooster Sailing, because we'll be more than happy to advise you on sizes, the correct fit, and sort of the layering that you want to go for the season and the boat that you're sailing as well. I mean, that's quite key. Knowing how often you're sailing, what you're sailing, and which seasons you're likely to go out in will determine what you're going to have in your essential kit bag.
Yeah, sure. So if you're just going sailing a few times during the summer, your kit bag's going to look very different as if you're racing all year round.
Yep, absolutely.
So we've spoken about trying the kit on. Can I assume, as a consumer, that all the manufacturers' sizes are the same?
No, I would say it's definitely worth contacting the manufacturer to discuss their sizing guides. We do it quite extensively based on your weight, your height, your inner leg length. Everything is taken into consideration. So if you're not sure, the best thing to do is ring the manufacturer, get their advice and try the kit on. And also it's actually important to understand how the tops and wetsuits are meant to fit you. For example, our aqua fleeces, they are meant to be tight, they are meant to be fitted to stop cold water flushing. So you don't want to have somebody going for a baggier size because it feels more comfortable. The item of clothing needs to fit correctly in order to do the job that it's meant to do and keep you warm.
So how about wetsuits then? If I'm buying a wetsuit and I'm feeling that it's really tight, will it be looser in the water when I'm wet, or should you go for one that's comfortable when you're dry as well?
No, you want a wetsuit to be fitted and quite tight. Generally, because if you get the folds and the gaps, it's not going to be doing its job properly. It needs to be skin tight. Yes, it doesn't look great, it might not look nice in the mirror, but it needs to be functional, not fashionable.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Lucy.